What the Chuckster said is that based on what he had seen in the postseason games so far this year, that he enjoyed watching the Stanley Cup playoffs over the NBA playoffs.
Okay, I said this yesterday on the show. So I think Charles Barkley watched our show, heard me say it, and was like, you know what? I like that take. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to say it as well because it's such a fantastic take. And I agree with him. And, you know, hockey players and hockey fans know how hard it is to get people to convert from being hockey fans to being basketball fans, or the other way around. And Charles Barkley said, thank God for the NHL playoffs. That's what I would be watching in the back instead of some of these blowouts. And maybe his bosses don't love that, but I love that he's willing to be honest about it.
We've had that discussion. We can't figure out why the teams, for example, in even the Spurs-Rockets series, up until that point, right, they've been blowouts in every game. And we've seen that by and large across the board in the NBA. We saw, look, the Cavaliers and the Warriors have cruised right through to the tune of 16 games and 16 wins for those two teams without, you know, much of a challenge. And then you have very few other series where you can point to a game where, like, yeah, that was a great game until last night. Now, I'm guessing that tune has changed after last night's Spurs-Rockets game that went to overtime and was a 3-point game. But, yeah, it's been weird to see how, no matter how evenly matched we thought these teams were, so far they've been pretty much blowouts, you know, regardless of whether they're playing on the road or at home. It kind of just alternates whoever is the home team in most cases.
Well, and you'll never convince me, no matter who's playing and no matter what NBA game I'm watching, that a Game 7 in hockey is not more exciting than almost any other moment in sports across the board. It's
tough to top. It is really tough to top.
And we got two of them tonight. So you want to tell me that there's not, you know, this is more exciting. Tonight's game, tonight's hockey slate is more exciting than anything that we've seen in the NBA playoffs so far this season.
Right.
So,
look, we're huge basketball fans. So there's no questioning how much we enjoy and love watching the NBA. I've always wondered, though, why people haven't really gotten into the NHL as much as I feel like they should in this country, because it has all of the elements that American sports fans should love, right? Speed, power, precision, skill level, obviously, with hand-eye coordination. And there's obviously a lot of toughness and big hits. All the things that you love about football are incorporated in hockey. All the things that you love about baseball is incorporated in hockey. All the things that you might love about basketball is incorporated in hockey.
Right.
I don't understand why hockey really hasn't had the bigger following, and other than I know that maybe in pockets of this country where it just isn't played or hasn't been played, but by now I would have thought with, certainly since Wayne Gretzky came and we've seen teams, look, there are club teams in Nashville, in Atlanta, in Florida, in Arizona. I mean, look, Austin Matthews is from Scottsdale, Arizona.
Right.
He's one of the faces of this game. I hope that changes, but I'm surprised that it hasn't changed as a little bit. We would already be there, not talking about when's it coming.
Yeah, I think some of the gripe that I hear from casual hockey fans is that the puck can be hard to follow on TV, and that's from, I'm talking about super casual who watch a game or two a season and just, you know, turn it off before even giving it a chance. But once they get into the postseason, that's where everyone starts, you know, paying 100% attention. And then live hockey, forget about it. It's the best live sport to sit down and be in the arena and feel the ice and the heat and the fans, and it's exciting. So
I always say,
I agree with Chuck.
I always say going to a hockey game is like going to a Korean restaurant. If you never experienced it, then you don't know what you're missing. But once you go there, then you always want to go back. And if you don't know what I'm talking about on either front, I encourage you to go to both, especially the Korean restaurants.
Are you paying?
I'll